All right, here is the second part of your Unit 2 assessment study guide, kind of walking through some of the answers here. So number 4, the assignment that was associated with some of these answers was the Bohr model FET, which we did about the middle of October or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one of these atoms. The instructions say to choose any atom from the list below to answer the following questions. So the list of atoms that we are going to choose from are magnesium, phosphorus, argon, and silicon. I'm going to choose phosphorus. It's a little bit more complicated one, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to use our periodic table to figure out what is the number of protons, what is the number of electrons, what is the number of neutrons. So we've got phosphorus is right here. The atomic number is 15, so I'm going to go ahead and write that in. Our atomic number is 15, is the number of protons, electrons, and we'll come back to the charge and location in a moment. And then we have our number of neutrons. So a little reminder, here we have the atomic mass, or the mass number, remembering that this number right here, so this is 30.9. We cannot have a half of a neutron or a quarter of a neutron. We'll get more into about what that means next unit when we talk about nuclear chemistry. So this is 30.9. So then you would round that up. You got 30.9. You're going to round that up to 31. And remember that this number is equal to the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. So therefore we subtract the number of protons and then we get 16. So then we have 16 neutrons. This part right here, as we're remembering what we did for our kind of mnemonic devices, ways to remember. So the charge of a proton is going to be positive. That positive proton, the first letter is P, positive proton. The location, remembering that song, the protons, neutrons all live together in the nucleus. So that is one of those things that unfortunately we got to remember. The protons are always going to go in the nucleus, going in the center of the atom. So electrons are negative. That is a mnemonic device that we talked about. Electricity, being shocked by electricity was a negative thing. That is one way to kind of look at it. And then where the location, at this point, hopefully from the stuff that we've worked on in class, that you do know that if it's not a proton or neutron, it is in the nucleus. Otherwise, it is in the energy level. Then we've got the neutrons. Also, the mnemonic device is the same first 5 letters of neutrons is also the same first 5 letters of neutral. So neutrons are neutral, and they're in the nucleus. So from there, we are going to draw our Bohr model. So we chose phosphorus. So we're going to keep the same. I'm going to just put it right there on the edge for you. Unfortunately, I'm not able to zoom out very well because I've got my technology all stacked up on books, but hopefully this is helpful for y'all. And remembering that the protons go in the nucleus, so we're going to put 15 P+. I'm going to do 16 N0, remembering that the N0, those are the two ways that you can represent protons and neutrons. And electrons, we don't need to write the symbol, which the symbol for electron is E-. You could put E- around each of these energy levels, but I'm just going to put dots. So we're going to do 15 electrons. So we're going to start with that first energy level. Remember there's 2, so there's 1 and 2, opposite from each other. Then we're going to do, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right now we have 10 electrons, not quite enough because we still need 5 more. You might notice we now have our maximum number of electrons on that second energy level, which is 8. So we have 10 electrons. Now we've got 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So that is what phosphorus should look like on a Bohr model. If you need more practice with the Bohr models, you can look at the resources page on the website for more Bohr model practice, or you can Google say how to draw a Bohr model and you'll end up with several different videos. All right, hopefully that was helpful. Take care. Bye.